About 4 years ago, I was asked by a client to help his team or his leadership team in New York understand what does an organisational culture look like, and that got me thinking, because what I think is an organisational culture versus someone else is very different, and that's exactly what I found. Is when I asked what someone understood to be culture and what that looked like in their business, I got different answers everywhere I went. So what I did with some of my colleagues at Ubicom was to do some research, and we looked at all sorts of global studies related to what do the very best businesses do and what does that look like related to the culture of their business. And what came out of that were 3 big global studies that we used. One was from Gallup, one was from McKinsey, and one was from Bain. The latter two are big US consultancy firms that looked at the very best companies of their clients, that is, and looked at what they did differently from everyone else. And what came from that bit of research that I did 3-4 years ago was actually 6 key things. We call them pillars. And so what I'll do is I'll explain to you what each of those pillars are and what that looks like and what good looks like effectively. So the 4th pillar of a really strong organisational culture is a real focus, I sometimes even say an obsession, on personal and professional development. So we all know that if we are growing as an individual, if we're feeling as though we're getting better at what we do, we're being supported and encouraged in that process, we feel good. And it's not rocket science. And so those businesses that really tap into that, they look at the individual as a whole, they look at what can we do to help this person to develop and grow, what are the different things that we could do to coach this person to become really, really good at what they do. Well, those businesses are the ones that are outstanding, certainly, and will have a culture that people want to come to. There are lots of organisations, great examples of that. When you see companies like Google, LinkedIn, a lot of businesses, Unilever in the UK, have a real focus on personal and professional development, and they're the ones that often have very high engagement scores because people want to come to work there. So if you'd like to find out more about how you're performing in this particular pillar, the details are coming up afterwards, and we'll love to get in touch with you.